Tell me what I lied about. Tell me what I lied about. Okay. Check this out, Fox Latino TV. The foundational Black American, right? This is the reason why the foundational Black American has the best genetics in the world, right? Because during slavery in this country, when we were enslaved, there was a process called selective breeding where the foundational Black American was bred like animals, right? And it was done, I don't even think Vox Latino, it was done for hatred. I don't think it was done out of hatred. I don't think it was done out of subjugation or out of malice. I think the slave masters were operating purely from business and the dollar bill. It was about business with them, right? It was about money. And they had to be brutal. They had to exercise brutality in order to control their profit center, right? And the profit center was free labor. Now, selective breeding is this. You take a super strong, super built black male, 6'2", 6'3", 6'1", built diesel, and you force him, you buy him, and you put him on your plantation with 30 women, and you just by nature, just by matter of natural law, through lust and the male's attraction to women, he is going to mate the way they saw it, mate, because we're talking about from an animal perspective, he is going to mate with all of the women on the plantation. And what is he going to reproduce? He's going to reproduce himself. His same strong genetic is going to come out in a boy child and a female child. And there's going to be 40 of them, right? And if this cock diesel super built black male makes a baby with a big bone, voluptuous black female, big breast, big butt, big bones, if that male and her have a baby, what you're gonna create is a fucking genetic monster. All of the kids from them two are gonna be genetically superior, right? Now, if you extrapolate that for, say, 3 generations, son, father, grandfather. The grandfather and the grandmother had super genetics, built, the woman was voluptuous. Their offspring is gonna be crazy genetic. Then they do the same thing. The grandchildren are gonna be super genetic. And this was done so that they can work more, right? So that the slave could plow more mules, pick more cotton, pick more peas, pick more corn, pick potatoes, or whatever they could work more, right? Build. And the slave master could make money. It was a business move. But what it did, how it benefited us, is that I just showed you 3 generations, right? Grandfather, father, son. Now, that's 60 years, right? Now, take that and extrapolate that over fucking 290 years that these super genetic human beings are being created in Mississippi, Virginia, Arkansas, Kentucky, Texas, Tennessee, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri. You know, That's science. That's biology. A lot of people, Box Latino TV, you still there? Don't leave now. Don't get scared. Don't get scared. You still there? Box Latino, because you called me a racist. Is what I'm saying racist? What's up, Tony? Tinker Air Force Base, I see you. Don't matter who had a hand in Foundation of Black American Slavery. So what? Slavery is over. It's done. Foundational Black Americans that still fucking complaining about slavery and that their life is messed up because of slavery, you's a lying motherfucker. You's a liar. Your life ain't shit because you ain't shit. You ain't shit. So you take that and, you know, I'm 56 years old. Look at how I look. Most foundational Black Americans, when we get old, we don't look old. We don't. Some of them do. If you smoking dust and you sniffing coke and you smoking weed and you drinking and you not taking care of your body, you eating a lot of sugar, it's gonna tear your body down no matter who you are. But if the nigga takes care of himself, we look at the shit we do. Look at what we do. Football, basketball, any sport that requires intelligence and physical movement, nobody could beat us. That's history. That's facts. That's facts. You know? That's biology. On my father's side, we trace our ancestry back. This is Marlboro County, South Carolina. Bennettsville, South Carolina. That's where I go back to on my father's side. We traced it all the way back to like 1836, which is the early part of the 19th century. The patriarch, the man that created our family tree, was a slave. He was getting ready to get hung. He was on the gallows pole. I don't know what he did, but his slave master was getting ready to hang him. Another slave master came and bought him. His name was Killis Wright. Killis Wright. The slave master bought him, took him back to his plantation. Tobacco, because a lot of tobacco came out of South Carolina and cotton. And he had, Killis Wright on this plantation, had 34 kids. That's the patriarch of my family. Ain't no telling how many he had in out of his other life. You know, there was no birth certificates, there was no hospitals. When you had a baby back then, you were born in the house. A midwife came and delivered you. No vaccines, no shots, no measles. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. And a lot of niggas, a lot of foundational Black Americans are ashamed of this truth because they're ashamed of themselves. They don't like themselves. But this is facts. Lavender Smiles, what's up, baby? I see you. Thank you for that, Canadian. I'm gonna go get me a coffee with that. Where did Box Latino TV go? I know you didn't run, nigga. I grew up with too many Latinos. Y'all ain't scared. And a lot of this took place, the same selective breeding process took place in Cuba. The same selective breeding process took place in the Dominican Republic, where there were slaves. In Haiti, where there were slaves. In Jamaica, where there were slaves. In Brazil, where there were slaves. In Guyana, where there were slaves. In Mexico, Peru, Colombia, Curacao, Panama, Honduras, Guatemala, wherever there were slaves, this same process took place. But those those other blacks, they still can't beat us doing nothing athletic. They still don't got the physiques that we got. All the best college football teams, Texas, Alabama, Clemson, LSU, South Carolina, Florida State, Florida, Miami, Ole Miss, Oklahoma, Texas A&M, Arkansas, all in the South. All in the South. All in the South. It's no coincidence. Foundational Black Americans from up north and from the West Coast and from the Midwest can't go down in the South and compete with them big country niggas down here. Georgia, Ohio State. Look at where Ohio State recruits from. All their recruits be from the South. When it comes to basketball, you got to come up here. You got to come to Baltimore. You got to come to Philadelphia. You got to go to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to goddamn Brooklyn, New York. You know? Y'all don't want to hear that, but that's the truth. Don't nobody want to hear that, but that's the truth. That's why we can't get nowhere, because everybody's afraid to get your feelings hurt.